With a new year comes new laws.
Let's take a look at some of the changes you need to know about. New Jersey's minimum wage is going up to $15.92. That rate used to be $15.49. Under the law, the minimum wage rate will continue to gradually increase until 2028. There's also a new tax credit this year, beginning with the 2026 tax season. Working Pennsylvanians may be eligible to get up to $805 in tax relief. The credit was signed into law as part of the state budget passed in November. Officials say the program is intended to provide tax relief for 940,000 working Pennsylvanians.
Also new, people in Pennsylvania will be protected from being discriminated against due to their hairstyle. House Bill 439 is the state's version of the Crown Act. Governor Shapiro signed it into law last year at a hair salon. He says the legislation is intended to address an issue that disproportionately impacts black Pennsylvanians. The law goes into effect at the end of the month. Also in Pennsylvania, education leaders will have to alert parents and school employees anytime someone finds a weapon on school property. This applies to public and private schools. Leaders have 24 hours to report any incidents. The law goes into effect in a little less than 1 week. And another Pennsylvania law aims to make it easier for women to get mammograms and screen for breast cancer. Insurers will have to cover mammograms for women over the age of 40. The rule also applies to mastectomies. This goes into effect at the end of the month. Another change going into effect will mean more money out of the pockets of drivers who use toll roads, bridges, and turnpikes in New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
The Turnpike Commission says it is the smallest rate hike in 10 years, with drivers expected to pay 4% more. NBC 10's Kelsey Kushner has a look at what you can expect to pay.
Well, this year we are looking at toll hikes anywhere from up 8 cents to up a couple of bucks, which means it's going to cost you more to get around. And some drivers we spoke with say they are preparing for the costly commute.
For someone who does it every day, that may add up for them.
Eve Lester is gassing up for yet another trip down the Pennsylvania Turnpike. In just a few days, her drive is going to cost her a little more. Starting the first week of January, tolls are increasing 4% on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. For Easy Pass customers, their rates are jumping from $1.86 to $1.94, while toll-by-plate customers will now be paying $3.88. That's up 16 cents compared to last year.
It's one of those things with everything else increasing. You just go with the flow. It's just, what are we going to do about it?
In New Jersey, tolls on the Turnpike and Parkway are jumping up 3%. And the Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission says all 8 of their bridges will see a hike. Easy Pass drivers will now dish out $2 instead of $1.50, while toll-by-plate drivers are looking at paying $5 rates in the new year, up $2 compared to last year.
It starts to add up.
For drivers like Aiden Powers, the cost of commuting keeps climbing.
I'll be complaining about it, but I will, at the end of the day, there's not much I could do because there's not like an alternative route.
The toll hike for the Pennsylvania Turnpike is set to go into effect on Sunday. The Turnpike Commission says that these rate hikes are necessary to help fund long-term infrastructure goals. In Valley Forge, Kelsey Kushner, NBC 10 News.
And you can read more about what other laws will be going into effect this new year. We have a full guide on NBC10.com and the free NBC 10 app.